establish any project, it's very important to see the environment of that place you are going to develop your project. And as also I mentioned it, the environmental setting, which includes the physical characteristic of that area and chemical characteristic of that area, and additionally biological characteristics of that area. You can see all these characteristics when we are studying the setting. Why the setting is important? Because when we need to ecosystem for health assessment, additionally for the pollution, source identified. When we are doing the environmental setting, that can help us to detect the source of the pollution of that project. Additionally, with the environmental setting, that can help to us to develop the report and also help us to share the policy with when we are share the report with the stakeholders like communities and also decision makers and also some organization bodies, that help them to understand that project and effect of that project. Based on that, help them to guide or to develop the policy of the project. Yeah, all of this is why the environmental setting is important. Now let us to see the environmental setting compound. What is compound of the environmental settings? One is the biological. That means all microorganisms you can find at that place or at that soil or at that area. This is call it is a biological. Is a many compound. One of them is a biological. You can see the biodiversity or the microorganism at that area. This is the one. Additionally, you can see the physical structure of the area. Is that landform, or is it a mountain, or is it water, or how about that soil? You can see the physicals. What is the tangible? Yeah, it is the tangible things here. In addition, for the environmental setting component, this includes man-made. What is the man-made? That is doing by or made by the human. Man-made, like urbanization. You can see structure, and also you can see the building. All of this is called the man-made. Yeah. When you are going to see to know about the environmental setting, you can see this component. If you need to develop the project at the samples, you can do the environmental studies, and inside the environmental studies, you can see the environmental studies. You can study the physical of that area. You can see the biological of that area. You can see the structure, man-made, which is doing by the human. Yeah. All of these are called the component of the environmental setting. Now let us to see the indicators, environmental indicators and indices. The indicators, it is call it let me to say that is the measurement or the single measurement indicators. The measurement can help you to measure. It is a single measurement that help you to study about your project. If you going to develop the project, or if you implementing the project, you can see the measurement. You have the different measurement or different indicators of the project. The indicators exclude the activities that you are going to do. Inside that activities that can measure, do you do good thing or not do good things here? This is called single measurement. Yeah, called single measurement. And when mentioned the this word indicators means a single measurement. Like example, sometimes particle matters. You can, if you see the quality of the water, if you need to see the quality of matter, you are going to measure the particle matter inside the water. There is a SAMSA, you can use SAMSA machine and measure the particle matter inside the water. This can help you. Is it this water? Is it have good quality or not quality, or is it suitable for the human consumption or not human consumption? This is the example of the single measurement. Additionally, you can measure the pH. Yeah, pH of the water. Also, you have some range of the pH. It is between 6 and 7 or less than 7. Yeah, to be middle. Yeah, if you find the pH is very high, it is not good, and very low, this will be acidity or also not good. Yeah, this is the indicators here. When you are going to do the test for the water, you are going to measure the particle matter inside that water. Additionally, you can measure the pH of that water. All this is called indicators. In this, that means you can use different indicators, many indicators, and put it together. Like example, EPI. EPI have the different indicators. Not you are going to measure in the one disease here, like measles or polio, or you are going to other EPI dose, or you are going to measure all of them together, a component of the 7 or 10 child disease at the same one. This is called indices. Yeah. Additionally, air quality indicators. Also, we are going to increase about the oxygen, and also you can see the other particles, and also you can see the another suspended particle in the area. All of this call it a composite score. This is a composite score. Now let us to see the key environmental indices. The key environmental indices. This is, as I mentioned, it is the money or compound of the indicators, put it as a measure at the same time or at the same time. Yeah. As I mentioned, the EPI have the many indicators here, different type of vaccination. In 1 year, the Denmark, when they see the EPI systems in Denmark, they found it was the one, and also in India is the 180. This is when they see the all indices, all indicators here. Additionally, air quality indicators here. This is also there is some machines they are using to measure air quality, like from 0 to 500. This is acceptable. If they found more than this, it is hazardous, or it is not good with the human health. Yeah. This is also NDC. They use the different particles and measure it together. Water quality index here, as I mentioned, pH, when it is acceptable to be between 6.5 to 8.5, this is acceptable. If it will be more, it is not good. If it becomes less, it is not good. Yeah. All of this is measured together and call it indice. In this environmental index. use at the different countries. Yeah. API in the different country, air quality compared with the different countries, and water quality indicators also they are using in the different countries. Yeah. Now, let us see how you can use the indicators, how you can use it, the indicators here. The indicator have the 4 step. If you need to use the indicator, have this use 4 step. One of them that select which indicator we are going to measure. We are going to water quality index, or we are going to measure the air quality index, or we are going to which you can select first. You can select which type. Yeah. Select exactly indicator we are going to measure it. When we are selected, after that we can go to collect the data. Yeah. Example: if we are going to collect the air quality indicators, they have some machines and put it at the in the air, and this machine they're registered how much oxygen and how much the particle matter, how much suspended matters, how much the gas iode, all this HTO, all this is going to collect and record this data. Yeah. After collect this data by that machine, then we are going to analyze this data. Yes, this data which we are put it like example in Sudan or in some state in Sudan, and other data from the outside Sudan or other states. Yeah. Then when we are select the indicator and collect the data, and then we can do the analysis. You can see which country or which state the level of the oxygen is less, and also which state particle matter is higher. Then you can do the compare between two places or two countries or two states. This is the how can you use it. After that you can put the decision. This project in Sudan, it is not good because before and after this project there is a big variation between the air quality or water quality, or what else indicator you are going to measure it here. This is how you can use the indicators. Example: the indicators are some health level and polluted level. Yeah, you are going to use it. Example like DO, or let me to say it, dissolved water. If you need to see the quality of water, you can see there are some machine can measure the dissolved oxygen inside that water. If less, that means it is not good. If have the high, that is good. Yeah. And this is a measure like to be more than 5 milligram per liter. Yeah. Additionally, if less than 2 milligram per liter, that means hypoxia. That means is oxygen, it is not enough hypo. That is less. That means. Now let us to see the challenges here. One of the challenges for the environmental setting and indicators are the gap of the data. Many countries not have the monitoring station, but some countries, they in any project or any company, they put it station, monitoring station. This station is monitoring the air pollution or water pollution. Yeah. That can let the people to be in safe side. If there are any dangerous or any problem, definitely can discover it. Yeah. This is the one of the challenges. Second challenge is the subjecting weighting. Like API, climate focus. All of this also is considered as as the challenges. Yeah. Yes. Many challenges focus in the climate. Yeah. More effort or EPI effort they're focusing in the climate change. Last point in the challenge is the dynamic change. The microplast not okay. Dynamic change, that means is a big change will happen in the earth. Yeah. Sometimes like volcan, or let me to say a big event can happen. Yeah. Also, this is difficult for us to put it to indicators, the environmental, to measure the environmental indicators. Yeah, this is another. Now let us to see some studies in China. They are putting the environmental measure indicators, air quality indicators. When they are putting that program, they are reduce it from they reduce it more than 40%. This in the China between the 2013 to 2023. This is within the 10 years here. Additionally, the Gang River, this is in India, also body BOD, dissolve it, or let me to say BOD, it is biological oxygen dissolve it inside the water. Yeah, they reduce it from 30 to 10. BOD, when you are see the BOD, biological oxygen dissolve it inside the water, that means that water is more polluted because as the have the organic materials or organic matter that can lead to dissolve it oxygen or inside the water per milliliter. Yeah. All of these when they are this is the case studies how the environmental indicators can reduce or can improve the in the environmental or the project. Future trend, AI and satellite monitoring. Also, this can help us to monitor or to monitor the environmental indicators. Additionally, social justice. Yeah, also this can help us. Lastly, is SDG standardizing, which is put by UN. All this can help us for the to use environmental indicators and monitoring. Yeah. And last point in conclusion, environmental setting based for action, baseline for action. Yes, yeah. As I mentioned, environmental setting when we are using good indicators that can help us to take a good decision about the project. Yeah. Additional indicators are targeted solution. Yeah. That can help us to measure and see which suitable solution of that. Yeah. Last point, data drives the policy. When we are collect the data of the monitoring, that can help us to be in the right way and give us to do the good information, then we can take the good decision or policy. This is the conclusion of our lecture. Now, follow for you. If you have question, now you are welcome here. Comment, follow for you. Hello? If no question and comment, okay, Jamali, do you have a question? Welcome.
Hello. Okay. كان في سلايد بيتكلم عن steps of environmental indicators. وكان في بين قوسين AS أقل من 10 ولا أكبر من 10 ما أعرف. طبعا ال AS ده what does it mean؟
AS ولا PM
لا AS.
which slide?
Steps of environmental indices.
EPI, or let me reset. Let us to share again. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, let me. Here. This one.
Yes, in
as
this slide.
like water quality. When we are going to measure the water quality, we are use pH to be between 6 and 8. This for the pH, and concern for the dissolved oxygen to be more than 10 milligram dissolved oxygen. You get my point? Yeah, this is us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this like us here. This like us here. When we are measure the water quality, we can use pH and dissolve it oxygen inside the water to be more than 10 milligram per liter. Yes. Is there any question? If no question, Mudassir, you need to say something.
Okay, I want to say something here. From the
Welcome.
it's at the same slide, by the way. Let us get back. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here for water quality indicator, pH is 6.5 up to 8.5 as less than 10 or greater than 10. Is it less؟ ده بيكون أكبر ولا أصغر؟ يعني بيكون أقل من 10 صح؟
Okay.
يعني بيكون أقل من 10 نانوغرام per liter. This is I think is less than, it's not more than 10. That's what I wanted to guess.
Okay, but what I understood here, when we are measure when you are measure, let me to say the water quality, you can use two measurements. One of them, it is use the biological oxygen demand. And another measurement when we are using is the pH. Also, pH will be suitable. Yeah. But let me to see. Yes, as like as less than 10 milligram per liter. Concern for this point, you can find in the sheet which I prepared deeply. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find the pH will be more clear, and also you can find the dissolve it to oxygen to be more clear. Yeah. I explain, but just concern for the presentation. Sometimes I summarize it here. That's why no more details here. But in the sheet I put it in details.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yes. Is there any question?
No question from me. I'm enough. I was just trying to clarify. That's good. Thank you.
Okay. If no question, thank you a lot and stay safe. Have a good day. Thanks a lot. Yes, thanks a lot.